Hey there retro games fans, this is Andy C from Piece of 8-Bit. Welcome to this week's episode of The Bit Between, where I take a look at a game that I haven't played for a long time, or a game that I've never even played at all, and I'm going to just do a bit of fast facts with you, tell you a little bit about the game, then dive into some gameplay for about 10 minutes. It's not the most thorough review ever, but it's a good opportunity to kind of reflect and look back at something from a prior era and give my thoughts on how it stacks up in 2025. This particular game was recommended to me by a friend of mine and ex-colleague of mine who watches my videos and suggested that I take a look at this. And I thought that was a great idea. It's a game, like I say, I haven't played this or looked at this game for decades and decades. So it might just be that this feels like the first time I've ever played it, because I really don't remember much about it. So some fast facts then. This was developed by Greg Johnson and Mark Vorsanger, published by Sega in 1991, and it's heavily inspired by Rogue. So this is a sort of game that's called a roguelike game. There's loads of them around. They're essentially dungeon crawler style games in terms of the gameplay, and Rogue was a game from 1980, which inspired so many other things that came after it. So this is a 1991 presentation of a rogue-like game, if you will. It's the most 90s game I've ever seen in my life. I mean, you can just see from on the screen here now, it's ridiculously 90s, especially early 90s as well. It's got that funky 90s hip-hop culture influenced music and style and tone, yeah, it is just very different to a lot of other things at the time, most notably because a lot of action games, especially on the Genesis and the Mega Drive, like Sonic and Streets of Rage, where they were very action oriented and lots of fast pace and that kind of thing, ToeJam Earl offered sort of more exploration, item experimentation. It was just quite different for the time, and yeah, it emphasises that exploration, but also humour and discovery as well. And whilst it never sold as well as Sonic, it still sold 1.5 million copies, which was pretty successful, really, for the time. And it was also well received. Metacritic scores sort of averaging around 85-86%, and it was praised for that originality and humour and that funky soundtrack and co-op play and all of those great things. Although some folks did say that it was a bit confusing or a bit slow or a bit weird. I think it is weird. But perhaps in a good way. Certainly that's how I remember it. When I dig into the game, we'll just see exactly how much I remember. I suspect not very much. It did spawn a couple of sequels. So we had ToeJam and Earl in Panic on Funktown in Funkatron even in 1993, which is more of a side scroller. And then we had ToeJam and Earl 3 Mission to Earth in 2002 on the Xbox, which was an attempt more 3D type game. That was not so well received. And then we had Back in the Groove in 2019, which was a crowd-funded game developed by Johnson, and it was a bit of a return to roots revival really for the franchise, which was fabulous. Although I say fabulous, I've never seen it. I never played 2 or 3 either, all Back in the Groove. I probably should go check them out. So the premise of the game is you are one of 2 alien rappers, ToeJam, which is a 3-legged red alien, and Earl, they're a big orange alien, and they crash land their spaceship on Earth, and the goal basically is to go and find all of the bits and pieces, their spaceship parts, to return home to their planet of Funkatron. And along the way you have to avoid sort of bizarre alien like creatures, or they're actually supposed to be humans, which are crazed dentists, chickens, mortars, mailboxes that eat you. Yeah, in this first level you'll see these little devils that run around after you and prod you with the fork until you fall off the edge of the map. So yeah, it's essentially one of those games that probably is better 2 players, so I apologise in advance that I'm probably not going to do it justice playing it on my own, but you'll at least get a bit of a feel for it. And did you know also that there was a film which supposedly, and it's been confirmed this year in fact, that it is still in development, by Amazon Studios, now Amazon MGM Studios of course. So we'll see if that comes out, but it could be quite fun. But yeah, we'll see. It's not available yet. So yeah, I've heard of this before with things that have been in development since forever and it never quite happens. But yes, so I'll stop wittering on now and get straight back in. Well, I suppose it is straight back in, but straight back in after about 34 years of not playing this game. And let's have a look at ToeJam and Earl. All right, so who should we be? Let's be Earl. And play a new game on a random world. I don't think we need to see the intro again. Obviously, you've seen it like... actually, no, let's go for a fixed world. All right, so here we go. All right. Collecting some bits and pieces here. Now we can pull up a map. There we go. So you can see what we've explored and what we haven't explored. And there'll be opportunities to move to other parts. So obviously we've got to collect 10 missing pieces there. So let's have a wander around. So you can see it is a lot slower when you think about the sorts of games that we had at the time. You know, with Sonic the Hedgehog, obviously very fast paced, especially on the Genesis / Mega Drive. This is quite a slow game. And yeah, it doesn't look as though there's going to be much for us to get here. There isn't much for us to do. I can just do this little tiptoeing around, which I can do if there's like I think it's if there's sleeping bad guys around later on, you can tiptoe around and they won't catch up with you. Right, okay, here we go. ToeJam is on vacation. Earl is a wiener. It's that kind of humour that is ridiculous. Look how 90s this game is. Look at it. It is so outrageously 90s. I can't get over how 90s it is. It looks like it almost belongs in the opening sequence of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Oh, there's a ship piece here. So I guess I got to look around this map then. That seems to ring a bell. What have I done? All right, hang on. All right, so I'm going to look around this map here and I'm going to find one piece on this floating island here, and then I guess we'll have to go somewhere else. And I think each time you do it, if you do the fixed levels, obviously you get the fixed levels. They're going to be the same each time. If you do the random levels, then you know it's going to be procedurally generated, which is kind of cool. I don't think you can just fall off here. No, you can't. But you can get prodded off. That sounds wrong, I know, but it's if we there we go. There's one of those devils there, so he's already seen me, and he will just attack me mercilessly with that fork of his. And another one up here. So if I crawl now, no, that was the wrong thing. He's seen me now. Generally, they won't follow you for too long. Oh, looks like some cash. All right, oh, this guy over here. Oh, there's two of them now. What we're gonna do? They're not. Leave me alone. What is that? A buck. Now, what is this? It's such an odd game. I think I kind of know what's going on, but it is very strange. It is that exploration thing, which is quite nice. I think at the time as well, you know, like this sort of thing would have been quite cool. Ah, right, we found cool. Okay, that's what that was. Brilliant. Shows how much I remember, doesn't it? Oh, hello, that's interesting. So what we need to do now, I think, is we need to find our way back to one of those lift things. Oh, this is exciting. I don't remember doing this before. Controls are very easy. Obviously, we're talking about Sega Mega Drive here, so we've only got 3 buttons to choose from anyway. But you basically bring the map up and you can tiptoe. That's about it, really. Using, obviously, the standard D-pad for just wandering about. Very easy to get hold of this game. As you know, for those of you who watch my channel, I'm emulating this as I always do when I'm recording videos, but you can obviously pick it up on the cartridge for your Genesis. I have a copy of this on the Mega Drive, yeah, the risk of having poorer quality or delay, I've just gone for the emulator here. So it's very easy to find on emulator as well, of course, like most ROMs are, especially for the 16-bit era. The Mega Drive and the SNES are very easy to find games for. Obviously leave that in your own capable hands as to how you feel about the moral obligations of picking ROMs up. You know, I generally prefer to own the game myself, and that's not because I'm judging anybody. That's just because, especially because I'm doing a YouTube channel, the last thing I want to do is have games that I don't own that I'm reviewing. So, yeah, but that's it. So, yeah, here we go. There's the lift. Let's get in there before he catches us. Ha! Psych! Right. Here we go, ready for another 90s cutscene. The first time I saw this, I was a bit close to the screen, and I was just sort of testing the game out and having a look to see how it works. I was just giving the controls a go, and I promise I didn't play it for long. The idea of these bit-betweens is that I play these games pretty much for the first time, or in years and years and years, or what, you know. I basically don't want to kind of do too much because it takes away from the commentary and you don't get to watch my ridiculous ineptitude when I've never played the game before. Right, okay, can I... what's the creep button? It's that one. There we go. Right. Where's that over there? I've gone all quiet because I don't want to wake him up. So that's really a thing. Okay, what's down here? Oh, he's seen me. He's seen me. No! Oh no! I've got nowhere to go. He's going to prop. No! Ow! 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 Oh! Ow! Ouch! Okay, that could have gone worse. That could have gone worse. What is this? I'm going to need to find another one of those lift things, I think. Oh, big. Too many. Oh, hang on. What does that mean? What does this mean? Bonus high tops. Can I... Oh, open. Ah, does that make me move quicker? What does this one do? Let's see. Oh, I'm going to open all of these now. What's that then? Oh, check it out. This is how we know we're early 90s and we're just coming out the other side of the 80s. I don't know what that means though. Is that like something I can do for... And if I get this... Follow me. Come on then. Oh, look. I think I know what's happened there. So is he dancing because I got this thing? No, he's not. Oh, maybe he was because it's gone now. Alright, so let's see if I can do that again then. As you can see here, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Let's see. So open that. Did that open? I don't know what that did. I want to go up there though. I know that much. Oh, now the hula. No, that's a problem. That's a problem. What am I gonna do? Right, let's go up here. He wants the hula. If you stop, he'll hula, and then he doesn't, and then it doesn't. You know, like then you're in trouble because those the little devil things will come and get you and push you off the side, which is not what you want. There's another one up here. Look. Yes, it's very funky, but also very problematic for me. Now, how do I... Oh, look. See? Stuck. I don't know how I can do anything about that. What's that hamster? I mean, he's quite cute, that hamster. You'd have to agree, but I don't know what... I assume he's just going to run me off the edge. I can't even find the lift now. Oh, okay. So, Lowe's over on the left-hand side of the map. Oh, I'm all the way back up here, haven't I? Well... I think I'm probably going to leave it there. I could just walk around this map for ages, and that's not going to be the best use of my YouTube video, and it's not going to be the best use of your time, for sure. It's difficult to give a review, really, because I feel like this is a sort of game that you need to play a lot, because there is that exploration. I think you've got to give it a lot of time. I do love the humour element of it. I think, you know, just from what I've played here and from what I recall before. Oh, hello. We've got some... We have fireworks, apparently. But it is kind of fun, and like I said, I do really enjoy that soundtrack. I think playing it with two people is definitely the way to go. I mean, from what I remember back in the day, you want to play two-player, and you're both doing that exploration. You know, it's split screen. It's you know, I just love that back in the day anyway. But if you want to go back to the 90s. It's almost Bill and Ted style here. Then definitely go check this game out because it's very silly and incredibly random. Incredibly random. What is that? Bad? Is that bad? Yeah, that's bad. Those are bees. Don't hound me off the side. It's gonna hound me off the side. It's gonna hound me. Oh no! Oh, bummer. Well, there's a good place to end, if any at all. So there we go. That was the incredibly bizarre, but incredibly 90s ToeJam Earl. Hope you enjoyed that. I think go check it out. I think would be my advice. It's difficult really for me to say here that this game is great or not. A lot of people have said that it has aged a little bit. I mean, you know, let's face it, this game is, what, 34 years old. So most games that are 34 years old have aged a little bit. Some more than others. Some have lost a little bit of that magic and charm, you know. Sonic is always very playable. You know, it doesn't really matter how old it gets. But I think this is quite funny. I think it's quite sweet. And it's a bit different. I think it probably made more sense to play this back in the day, and I say it made more sense in the loosest sense of the word, because this game is incredibly weird and bizarre, but it is a bit slower paced, and I think you know, that having that exploration would have been a bit different to anything else that you've got nowadays. Of course, you've got a lot of other games that probably would you know, would scratch that exploration itch a little bit more, that are probably a little bit better and a bit more well-rounded than ToeJam and Earl is now by modern standards, but I still think it's got some charm. So, you know, I think it's definitely worth another look. If you remember this game from before, go check it out. Obviously, drop me some notes in, you know, some comments in the comments box, and let me know your memories of this game and what you thought of it, and also if there's anything else you would add to my review, because I appreciate I haven't got very far, so it's pretty difficult to talk too much about it. But I'm probably just going to leave it there. So, yeah, if you enjoy these videos, please do hit that like and subscribe button. Obviously, another one of these bit-betweens coming next week. And if you've got any ideas or thoughts on what you'd like to see, please let me know. Thanks very much to my friend Will for suggesting this one. It was great to go back and have another look at this game. So, yeah, we'll leave it there for today. So, Earl is now a doofus. He says goodbye. ToeJam is still on vacation. And it's bye from me, so take care of yourselves. I'll see you till the next time. Bye for now.